Inside an unassuming property, we would discover treasures of a forgotten time.
Oh my god. Look at these passenger trains. Peeling paint on them. They must have been here for years.
This is so old.
In immaculate condition. Oh my. That is incredible.
Join us as we explore a true time capsule left abandoned for decades.
Alistair, Theo, and Alex.
Today, we are sharing an exploration from our European trip in 2025, where we would come across a remarkable sight. Located along an overgrown railway line surrounded by defunct carriages, a small but enticing structure lies, clearly out of use for many years. We head around the back through terrain not traversed for a long time. Here, we hope to find an entrance into the mysterious building. Soon enough, we come across an opening, curious to see what remains inside. So we made it into this very small, interesting building. It's on a train line that's abandoned, and the building was just covered in bushes. You could barely make it out until you got close. Straight away, it looks untouched in here. Look at all this machinery. It seems like a workshop. All the nuts and bolts in the cupboards. This is a press, isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought that was a blade.
It's an old record, is it?
I think it is. Yes, everything is still in it.
Yeah, lots and lots of stuff. Some plants growing in and amongst all the bits on that bench on the far side.
Yeah, it looks very rusty as well.
I mean, yeah, like look at the floor. All the plasterwork has started to crumble slowly.
Let's go for into there.
Yeah, is there more?
Yeah. Watch this hanging lamp.
You can see how close we are to the railway. We think there's a path that runs past this place, so...
Yeah, we need to keep it down.
Yeah.
This is so cool though, it's like a workshop again. Everything seems coated in like white ash. It's a classic woodwork bench here. And look at that cupboard, sloping. At a guess, judging from the extensive deterioration, the premises have been derelict for 3 decades, the last inhabitants leaving everything behind.
See very old wooden train carts out there in and amongst the footpath. Probably the most exposed will be here in this section. Even more workshop items in that room that's almost inaccessible. I think we're straight into the main depot room here. Oh my gosh. 2 carriages lining the length of this section here.
Wow.
Peeling paint on them. They must have been here for years. You can see more to my left as well. More and more bits of workshop items. Look how old this cart is.
Look at that one through there, that's like a public train. The site was formerly used as a train maintenance shed where the vehicles would be stored and repaired. These diesel locomotives could date as far back as the 1950s. Go inside one. Always a bit of upper body strength to get in with the camera. God, this is cool as hell in here though. It's like one of the oldest train cabins I've been in. Wow, all the gauges just untouched.
The far end of this hall here has like a little pickup truck almost. You'll hate me for saying that, but maybe like a drivetrain. Not entirely sure. Lovely markings there down the side. Looks like there's some history here in the local language about this particular train. Crossed around to the other side. We had a glimpse at some what looked to be passenger trains. Oh my god. Look at these. The seats in there look immaculate too. It's a lovely contrast of natural light from the roof above into the darkness where these 2 carriages are laying. They're perfectly decaying. In fact, the green one down there in the darkness looks to be the better kept one. Surreal.
It was an incredible sight to see a space left entirely to the elements, probably ever since the last working day. No scrappers, looters or vandals had reached this complex, and the vintage carriages had only been affected by natural causes. Fading text on these trains is so cool. It shows how old they are.
I'm quite excited to see in here. Oh, always a problem getting up these train steps. Look at these. This is very different to back home. Wooden slat seats in immaculate condition. Just a little bit dusty. Definitely just get back on this train with a bit of spring cleaning. Linking straight through to the cabin up front. Looks like some royal coats over there. And look at these dated controls. Lovely sizable gauges as well. So cool. Continuation to the other end of the carriage. Back to back, single seats here. Less chairs as well. And then again, more controls to be able to drive up front. Exactly the same, however.
This is the second train, labelled number 2. Looks like a passenger train as well. The little selective natural light spots coming in from the skylights are really cool here.
Yeah, I said how the trains are in and out of darkness, it really adds to it.
There's something about trains inside a building that's just so cool.
Yeah, I feel like, because it's not something you generally see, they're always outside.
I'll go in here. Wow. This is so old. The floor feels a little bit spongy. But look at this is amazing. It's extremely retro. The floor does feel a little bit sketchy in here, and you can see the sides are warping as well. It seems okay. Just a continuation back here. The little benches that were definitely not past safety precautions nowadays. Looks like each one's got a radiator underneath them as well. Absolutely fascinating. For those interested in the toilets, this is for you. Better than most Virgin trains these days. See the cabin on this side, if the floor allows it. Wow. That's even older than the other one. The only thing that separates it from being active is the dust on the desk. So interesting. It's dark down here, which is fitting with what we were saying. It's like the building has chosen which areas to light, and some are just left in darkness. There's more workbenches here, just seemingly covered in oil from these canisters. Although the train depot was minuscule, there was still one more secret to uncover.
These old barn doors take you through to a new room. Oh my, that is incredible. This is a steam locomotive, sat here completely different to the rest. Look at those lights.
Jesus Christ, look at the ceiling as well.
There's little light rays coming through, shining straight onto the top of the train.
Oh yeah.
So idyllic. This side gives you a proper look at this incredible machine. Coat of arms there, still surviving. And again, the natural light has chosen this side with the windows. I bet in there is going to be incredible. But look at the front here of this. I really wonder how old this piece of kit is, because I don't think this has moved here for a while. The front of this end is much more impressive. That's what you'd expect to see on a steam train, I guess. This little chimney is just behind its huge headlamp at the top.
We could not believe what we were seeing. This small steam locomotive was seemingly from the 1920s, left completely intact in the collapsing structure.
I'm going to take a look at the heart of this train. I think here is a coal bed. This is where people working here could shovel coal into this incredible engine. Look at that. It's not every day you get to see one of these things up close, and definitely one from this era. Here's a quick look inside, if this even opens. Just about. So stiff. You can see in there the embers of the coal that once burned to make this thing move.
Short but sweet, the tiny property had presented everything that propels us forward in urban exploring. A building that feels as if it has been utterly forgotten, with scintillating decay and machines of eras bygone. It had been a mesmerising exploration. With little information about the site's past or present, its future is uncertain. If it is to be demolished, what will happen to the retro carriages that deserve to be saved? Here are some of our photographs captured at the abandoned train depot. If you like the look of them, check out our Instagram page in the description, where we share images from our explores months before they are seen on YouTube. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed one of our favourite explorations from last year. Back to common ground for now, but there will be more videos from this trip coming out later in the year. See you next time.